Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Run the gun. Give on the inside. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Forced out of the pocket. Throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Wants to throw it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Quarterback may change this route. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. He's looking downfield to throw. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Mustangs!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. That's caught. It's Hardy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money, find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Hardy. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Firing to the right, complete. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st. The Buckeyes in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Finds him out of the backfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. Turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Leaves it with the back. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick completion on the out route. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Big, tall receiver. Figured the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time, and you want to get physical and disrupt those routes and just...
Lofts one deep down the right side. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He's looking to throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 25. Running into the open space. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown Mustangs. And they turn it into a defensive score. Just one moment and all of a sudden the fortunes turn. The Mustangs will put total under to crank us up. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Try to get outside. Nowhere to after losing 6.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic, throwing the football down the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Steps away to find some room. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Barber. Wide open spaces. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air. It's Underwood. Gets it to him on the screen. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets the back moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hand.
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And it didn't take long early in the game.
Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd, but when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive, and when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football and make a big game. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he could do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll run the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He's moving out of the pocket. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, and still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it...
Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Fielded just inside the 25. They get him down to the 39-yard line after an excellent return. Comes the bunch formation. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks to the left, pass caught. Here he goes. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
On the ground, it's Barber. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Handoff heading left. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. And someone moved this a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get...
Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line.
That's the challenging aspect of these RPOs, kind of that gray area on the read. The quarterback felt he could pull that and try to make a play off to his right, but the defense is all over the quarterback, and they push him backwards.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Looking for a receiver. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Wow, opening drive, and they are now backed up 3rd and very long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It is intercepted.
What a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. First play taken, a deep shot. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Touchdown, Arizona State. They strike first in this national title bout.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. Nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
And the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Running with purpose. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. Second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it, try to get a chunk of yards himself as well.
Inside give now from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial third down play right here. He breaks free. He's in the clear. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive moving. In the red area, it's Barber.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Not much on that play, brought down short.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Barber. Touchdown, SMU, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball in the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Turn starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now for the 20-yard line. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. And here's the handoff. He's got room to run. Here he goes. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, ASU.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Return begins inside the 10. What a stiff arm. And the return man brought down. It's decent yardage on that return. coming up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quick throw to the left. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. The score, Arizona State 14, SMU.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the toss, heads to his right. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. Fighting. The ball to the ground. The offense recovers, but it's short of the marker. A turnover on downs.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running back with the football. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because they're going to throw the screen on you.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and trying to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Caught behind the line. It's Davis. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
And this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Back in motion now. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The Mustangs will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. 4th down conversion gives him a fresh set of downs, but time is running out. Got to get to the line quickly. Keeps it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. They get nothing on 2nd down. Sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
4th and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? QB to the tight end for a completion. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kurt. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Point after, not quite through. BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Turn starts inside the 15. Brought down at the 29. That's where they start the drive. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Dropping back. It's Beck. Makes the catch. It's Davis. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5-wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
BAT makes it a 7-point lead. Line up here and go for the onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And he steps out of bounds, no gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline, nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
And now the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
To the air, it's back. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
And the Sun Devils will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. He's running out of time here. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks into the clear. Powering through the defender. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down here for this offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He's in the clear. Here he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Catch made on the left side. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Here's the handoff. They'll try it off the right tackle. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Press coverage now from the secondary. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Gonna run it. It's Gibson. As the first down is still going. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
The shotgun running play call. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks into the clear. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The Sun Devils look at a cash in the red zone. And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He's got it. Enough for a first down.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receivers past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Back to throw. It's back. Pass caught. He got short a couple yards from the goal line.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Arizona State.
So now on comes the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. And it's good to win a national championship. They fall a little bit short at the final hurdle. It's small consolation, but they really had an excellent season. A lot to be proud of. Just couldn't get the job done here today.
Chris, that's really well said. And while I know we're going to have plenty of time over the next few weeks and months to focus on the champs, it's not easy to get to this point. While I know it's tough in that other locker room right now, I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation.